Your twin flame will never return unless you do this one thing. One of the recurring problems that I see with many people wanting to connect with their twin flame is that after their twin becomes a twin flame runner, they resent the runner so much that they go out of their way to burn all the bridges and any possibility of having a friendly relationship. Too many times I listen to the story. Well, where do I start? A twin flame relationship is not like it is in the movies. As in most relationships, if you scold someone in real life, or even give them an ultimatum, most of the time people will decide to leave. Therefore, it is a twin flame runner. Now, I know this can be painful words for some people, but I say this in the hope that they will see things from various perspectives. Don't lose hope because there is some form of absolution. Your twin flame will never return unless you do this. So, what is this you should do? The most important thing is to be patient. We are so used to wanting things in the here and now that we lose sight of the image and the general process, a spiritual process that we are part of and that is part of us. In the universal scheme of things, a life is nothing more than a mere drop of water in a river. Before I expand further and explain how we fit into a paradigm of time that includes our twin flame, first, let me explain more about being patient. Being patient are mere words unless you practice them. This means that you must develop a process that you feel is right for you, one that inspires you to step out of your comfort zone and continue to develop and grow your inner self in your daily lifestyle. Being patient does not mean sitting around waiting. On the contrary, it means that you become active in the development of growth, mainly with your health and physical, mental, spiritual and yes, even financial state. All of these parts play an important role in who you are and who you are becoming. You cannot become someone who admires your twin flame by feeling like a victim or feeling that you cannot do this. Work on yourself and find other people who gravitate towards you. Find 10 people who gravitate towards you and like you in whatever way. Find ways to inspire yourself, and even feel love and devotion for yourself, because this means that you are generating ascension within yourself, who in a spiritual realm, you are your true twin flame. You may have read something similar before, but don't feel like these words are simply repetitive of something you already know. Just like someone plays the piano, guitar, or hones their skills in a particular hobby, generating this inner energy requires practice and repetition of skills, and always having the perspective of keeping things fresh, brand new. And having said that, if you want to subscribe to my channel, you will receive more videos like this. Let's continue. Now, this is how patience and time work together. When you allow people to make their own decisions, whether they want to run away or stay, and you completely agree with that, you don't lose power and you don't become a victim. Just let them go, and yes, even forget about you if they want to. Realize that there are connections at play within time and the universe. This simply means that what is destined to happen will happen, but only if you don't burn that bridge. In the near future, your twin will just cross that bridge again, but only if there is a bridge and you haven't burned it. So, don't react to whatever is presented to you. Just accept it and move on, because you are on a path of clarity and ascension. Over time, people change, their emotions change, and their perspective changes. I came to this discovery thanks to all the relationships and friendships I have had in the past. It seems that even when people left for no clear reason or motive, if I just didn't react to them doing so, sooner or later we would cross paths again. I didn't get angry or blame or scold them. It seems that when I was simply indifferent to the outcome, in the future they just reappeared again and were more open to connecting. Perhaps this was because they saw me as non-reactive and allowed them to gravitate in whatever direction they wanted. And of course, there were relationships in which I crossed paths with the person again, but I didn't want to reconnect with them, but there was that option if I wanted to. It was an option. And it's nice to have options. We all have choices about how we are going to act and react. Sometimes being patient in a timely manner can be our greatest weapon. I hope you understand what I am saying. I'm sure you have your own opinions on this. Over time, you may return to it and your perspective on these ideas and techniques may change. But nonetheless, it is you who created these thoughts and decisions on your own journey. Let your inner light shine your way. Watch this next video that will also interest you. Twin flame separation pain.